and I'll be wasting time just waiting for no.
I love it. I love it. Just when I'm about to talk, thank you so much, Regional Vice President Daniela Wells. Love you. Okay, so welcome everybody. I've got to try and curb my enthusiasm. My little daughter's upstairs, and she'll come down and tell me off and tell me to be quiet. I'm like, I can't help it. I'm so excited. And she's like, yeah, but be excited like this. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, Sunday the 13th of November, and it's our multi-region Zoom call. Congratulations to all of you on the call. So excited to be hosting and presenting tonight this call. But I'm going to start off with midweek, amazing people who are doing incredibly well in their business so far. So I'm just going to so we've got District Manager in Qualification, Sandy Jo Lewis, but not only is she the November Roger Bannister Award winner, Daniela is a sponsor and said she's like 2 days away from promoting to District Manager. Oh my God, guys, that's incredible. Well done. Oh, Sammy, you are leading the way. Watch this space. You're going to be in Arizona. I promise. I can feel it. Okay, so we have some new people who've just joined the team. So a huge warm welcome to independent consultant Marie-Louise O'Neill, sponsored by myself. Another independent consultant, Sean Parbury, sponsored by independent consultant Chris White. Congratulations. And adding that, Chris White, not only is he sponsoring already so quickly, but he's completed month 1 of Strong Start. So congratulations. Alrighty, we have another new independent consultant sponsored by Laura Miller, sponsored by District Manager Sophie Reed. And we have Catherine Metianu, I hope I pronounced that right. She is sponsored by Executive District Manager Claire Slaney, so congratulations to you guys as well. Okay, energy. All right, so we have got coming up this week, Discover Arbonne on Wednesday the 16th, and that's by Danny Wells. So get to that. Not sure, where is that, Danny?
That's in Grantham, and that's been hosted by area manager Danny Adamson, and she's co-hosting with myself. So Grantham, I'm not actually sure of the venue. I'm a bit like Fiona, I find out the venue when I'm on my way, putting it into the sat nav, but it's in Grantham.
Well, that's good. We like to hear that. That's good. And I see she's put you as a ERVP on as well, the poster, which I love that.
I hadn't even noticed. She must know. Jen's on her way up.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have another DA in Peterborough on Wednesday the 16th, and that's with myself and District Manager Sylvia Shpakowska. So that's another one coming up this week. So Saturday, the 19th of November, this is awesome. We have the UK hosting in Coventry District Manager Training, and our very own incredible Danny Wells will be speaking at the event. So loads of us are going to support you, Danny. We can't wait. So awesome. And then Sunday, we have the area manager, which is again hosted by the UK corporate event. And that's the following, Sunday, the 20th of November as well. So if you're an area manager or above, you can get to that training as well. Cool. Cool. Alrighty. So here we go. So my training tonight. Okay. So what does your pipeline look like? I don't know if you've any of you have heard that expression before in Arbonne or come across a pipeline. But this is basically your business. So it's the time determined in your business from basically the start really to where you are now. But before I start, I just want to say huge congratulations to everyone for being on this call tonight. It shows commitment, it shows consistency. And when you come on live, you're setting yourself up for the week ahead. So just want to say a big shout out to all of you on this call. So proud to have you, to be part of this team. We rock. do, really do. And you know, Christmas party, there are going to be so many awards. We're going to have some recognition coming out, some surprises, loads of gifts. So can't wait for that, by the way. So I hope that, you know, can't wait to see all of you there. Okay, pipeline. All right, so this represents the days, the weeks, the months, the years, and obviously, you know, so if you think of that's your timeline. If you know the first, so when we do our DA in Arbonne, we have a timeline, and we talk about the beginning with Peter Mork all the way up to where we are now, 2016. So that's your business, and you can track that. You know, at the end of every year, I like to go back and I like to track my year's growth. And you know, you can look at the year before and the year before and the year before, because sometimes we get a little bit frustrated. Maybe our business isn't going as fast as we want it to go, but actually your business is growing, and organically is the best way, like a pack horse. Okay, and I know for, you know, everybody's journey is different. Okay, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get to the top of the mountain, let's say. You know, it doesn't matter if your path went more rocky, but you know what? The view from the top is the same. And just remember that, because I know sometimes, you know, like, you know, we don't say curiosity didn't kill the cat, comparison did. So, you know, you can look at other people who've gone much faster than yourself, but that's not your job. Please, from now on, guys, make sure your grass is green. I want you to concentrate on your green grass, okay? I don't want you to be interested in that grass and that front lawn and that garden. Your grass has got to be the greenest that you can make that grass, because that fertile soil of the mind is your thoughts, okay? And you are responsible for creating your future in this business. Okay, so what's inside that time bar, that timeline? Okay, this inside is all the people in your Arbonne business, from clients to preferred clients to consultants, all the ways that you've done this exposure. Okay, so we work our business differently, and it's super because we're all different, from a squiggle to a circle to a square to a triangle. So you may do more parties, one-to-ones, you may do, you know, product drop-offs, discover Arbonnes, networking, cold calling, social media, referrals, stores, talking to strangers, neighbors, family, friends. You know, it doesn't matter the reach out method, the way you do it, and who you go out there and do it with. Okay, that's what we do, and that's inside your pipeline. All right, so tonight my training, I was trying to think about doing something a little bit different. You know, we have incredible trainers, and we hear a lot of things again and again, and actually that's really good, because when you get things repeated, you're on the right line, on the right time bar. You know, we always say, gosh, if I was to drop down dead in a Discover Arbonne, could you stand up from the audience and take over and finish the Discover Arbonne? Because if you haven't yet learned the Discover Arbonne and haven't got the confidence enough to do that, then go learn the Discover Arbonne, and your 60-second story, because you're going out there sharing this information with people, and it helps your confidence. You know, we earn and we learn. Okay, so make that really important for all you new people on the call. You know, if you still haven't managed to quite grasp that, go and do that, because it really will help your integrity, the way you feel about what you're saying, the way you feel the confidence, the knowledge to grow your business. But tonight I just felt like doing something a little bit different. So, you know, when you start at the beginning of your business, you know, we hear this all the time. We have the same products, the same opportunity, the same system. Well, my training tonight is not going to be on the system. And can I just say, Sarah Lemoire, your training, young lady, I heard that because I was in the Bahamas, and I heard the one thing, and I was like, I was going to train on that, you know, because I was that inspired and moved by Jessica Champagne and Kathy Lomar's training on the one thing. And this is Donna Johnson's Go for the Gold call. So I know that the 1st of October, the Saturday, that's Jessica Champagne. And the weekend before was Kathy Deluxe. That blew my mind. And I tell you what, I'm going to do exactly the same as you're doing, Sarah. So all of you, if you've not listened to Sarah's training, or those 2 Go for the Gold calls, Donna Johnson's SoundCloud, download it and listen to it, because it's a game changer. I honestly was like, holy cow, I'm going to do that. Okay, it's your 13 you and you telling the story every single month without fail. And also it's you and you. So that month, It's your new preferred clients only and your new consultants only, 2,500. And if you do that, Jennifer Cowie, we talked about this today, she said right now, the leaders in her team, the volume would bring in 55,000 QV in her team just now. That was Jennifer Cowie, okay, area manager. So guys, we can commit to that. We're going to be all getting to that success we need to be, where we deserve to be, much quicker. Okay, so get serious with this. If you want it, it's there for the taking. We know that. Okay, so we plug in. We duplicate a successful system, and we do not reinvent the wheel. Okay, and I'd like you to remember whatever reach out method you do is right for you. Okay, but do know all about the different reach out methods, because when you have a team, some people in your team may want to do parties, some others might do one-to-ones or social media. The single moms, Stacey, I heard your question. Single moms who are stuck at home, you know what? They can still do Facebook parties and they can still do Zoom parties, okay? So they can still do it from their home. This is a home-based business. All right, so when you're doing these reach out methods, there's one thing I want you to all keep at the front of your mind, and that is we have a thumbprint. It's an individual thumbprint, and that's who you are and who you show up in your Arbonne business. Yes, be the best copycat. Don't reinvent the wheel, but please be authentic, be unique, and be you, because you count. Every single dot counts. Okay, every single consultant team member counts, and we love you for you. Okay, I never ever want to be somebody I'm not, okay, because I cannot be anybody but who I am. And when you truly love yourself, warts and all, okay, then people will love you for you. Okay, they're buying you. So please, I can't emphasize that enough. Do something, write your I on Arbonne, have a saying that defines you, okay, because that's penultimately will inspire so many people when you speak your truth, because you can't, your heart is open and blossoming, and people will feel that energy. And we talk about the words of 7%, but the way you make somebody feel is so important. And that's what's going to get you to where you want to be in this business. Yeah, you know what? You might not know all you need to know. I know. I've struggled in that success plan for ages. I'm a big old fat circle. I don't really kind of like think I kind of know it. You know what? If somebody really wanted like totally test me on it, I probably would still get some stuff wrong in it, but that's okay. All right, I still know who I am, what I love to do, and how I care enough about people that make them feel special. Okay, so all the training systems aside, which I know that's what I'm not going to cover today, let's go back to the grit. People will quit a business, they will quit a marriage, they will quit a job, but they will not quit their friends. They will not quit the culture of Arbonne, the way we show up, the way we make people feel, the way we embrace each other. And that's what this training is about tonight. So, okay, let's talk about things that happen to us all the time. Okay, so sometimes I think it gets overlooked, you know, like the really, like, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe that. But we are facing this, and we're dealing, all of us, with the same objections all the time. So your bravery and courage will rise you above the situation, and it will benefit you from your wildest dreams. Okay, so here we go. So for every action, there is a reaction. Thanks, Jen. And now we get into the fun bit. Okay, so by the way, guys, if you've not read The Alchemist, please read this, okay? Page 128. I love this. So I'm thinking about this presentation tonight, and it says, to show you one of life's simple lessons, The Alchemist answered, when you possess great treasures within you and try to tell others of them, seldom are you believed. I'm going to say that again, okay? So to show you one of life's simple lessons, okay? This journey, this Arbonne is giving you a lesson. When you possess great treasures within you and you try to tell others of them, seldom are you believed. Guys, that is so Arbonne. That's incredible, okay? I knew, you know what, I knew when I started this business that, you know, what I had, and it was really hard to share it with other people because the evidence wasn't apparent. There were no white Mercedes on the road. There were no meetings. It was just me and a piece of paper and a vision, and people were buying me, and I wasn't very good at it, but I didn't mind. I didn't mind because I just knew what I had was gold, you know. So moving on to that. Okay, so you know, there's a saying I remember seeing on a surf, the back of somebody's like jumper, and it said, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me. And I got to I got to invest in myself very early on in the business. And these words will never harm you from the outside unless you let them on the inside, okay? And this is where we have to mind our mind with Arbonne. We have to know what we have is amazing and incredible. And let me just give you some statistics that came out in June 2016, just in case you were doubting this profession may not be for you. So there are basically 7.4 billion people live in the world. That's 7.4 billion people. And out of that, 100 million people do network marketing. That's not bad. And out of this, network marketers, our turnover is $180 billion a year in sales retail. Okay, that's generated from 100 million people, $180 billion a year. And out of that, 40% is paid in commission to us multi-level marketers. Okay, so what does that mean? That we get paid $72 billion, okay, dollars are paid out a year to us. And by the way, that means $6 billion a month is paid to us. So by the way, in case you're wondering, this may not be for you, maybe, you know what, go get the true facts. You know, when you speak to your friends and your family, you know, and they're doubting this profession, I get that. They're not educated in it. But if you had a sore tooth, you know, you wouldn't go ask your friend's mother if, you know, what the advice. You'd go to a dentist who had a professional background and had learned about the industry and could give you the facts and could give you, Eric Worre, absolutely. So as you build this profession, so you've got to take emotion out of numbers, okay? As you build this profession and your pipeline, which will be your time frame of many lessons, experiences, ups and downs, you will always have to be the forward thinker. You will have to be the leader. You will have to be your own ace. Never mind looking and hoping to sponsor an ace. Be your ace, okay? Be your own believer. Faith is the ability to believe in the visible long before it has happened in the physical world. And so what that means from now on, I want you to see all obstacle and rejections as stepping stones to your future rather than stumbling blocks to your failure, okay? Because all these are here for you to learn. And I want you to ask, what lesson to learn? I'll kind of get some chat going through here, but I'll answer that at the end because I'm not sure what that is. Okay, from now on, I want you to believe you've got this. You've got this, guys. Whether we choose to believe it or we choose to not to believe it, it takes the same amount of energy and focus. So why not choose to believe it? Okay, what other options are there out there for us? You know, because working for a crap boss, and I kind of said this to my team on Saturday, you know what if you were told today, all of us, Arbonne is gone tomorrow out of our lives? No, Arbonne, gone. Horrible, right? How does it make you feel? And if it makes you feel sick, you better talk to people about this business because they don't even have the ability to feel sick because they don't even know what they're missing out on. Okay, so when people maybe react, not respond, and you get a horrible, you know, somebody's nasty back to you, so be it. That's their agenda. Okay, so you can basically, okay, this is what happens now. Thoughts. Okay, this is how we're going to get by these thoughts that stop us doing well in this business. Is that you cannot stop thinking from the minute you go to sleep and from the minute you wake up. So what are you thinking, okay? Because every good thought is your fate. And it is your responsibility to ignore the negative chitter-chatter that goes on inside your mind. And procrastination kills dreams. So even though your thoughts are invisible, you know, okay, they're more powerful than the speed of light. And we all know about The Secret, okay? And again, if you haven't done that, go on, look at that and start to study that. We have to ask, we have to believe, and we have to expect. So the universe doesn't differentiate between a positive and a negative thought. It doesn't have a sense of humor, guys. Okay, it's going to give you what you want. Okay, so you need to be really clear and specific about what it is. So if a farmer was to plant turnips and wondered why his field grows potatoes, you'd say, dumb farmer. Doesn't he realize? You know, and the same with our thoughts. If we're planting weeds and we wondered why we're not getting, you know, a successful business, then actually what's happening with those weeds, okay? So that's what's, you know, your fertile soil of the mind. And I'll go back to this, like I mentioned before, cultivate your mind. You know, what you think about comes about. So what are you thinking? And I've got this, okay, so Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. Okay, and I can post that on the group, but that is on my fridge. Can you see how old that is? But that is what shows up. So are you thinking too much? Most of you are thinking too much. That really is the truth, okay? This is how I deal with those thoughts, and I've done this for 9 years. I don't even allow them to become a thought, okay? All right, so year after year, after year, after year, after year, I have to talk to strange people. I have to do the story, you know? I have to step out my comfort zone, you know? If I have any worry, fear, upset, feeling low, I push it out even before it has a chance to grow feelers, like an ugly weed. I can see it coming. I'm like, and I keto that. Like, it's gone, okay? Because if I allow that root to get into my healthy mind, you know how deep the roots are of a weed? So you can't just pluck it from the top, that head. It's going to grow back thicker and uglier, and it's going to start to, all my beautiful, you know, thoughts and my flowers, it's going to start to like literally strangle them and kill them. Okay, so all those are self-sabotage feelings, and they're like poison. Guys, we know our body, we can be proud. I don't use sodium SLSs, no sodium lauryl sulfite on my body, no formaldehyde, no animal-derived ingredients. Look at me, I'm clean, I'm pure, I'm beneficial. So hold on a minute, what are we doing that in our head? We might not be using on our body, but are we putting it in our head with these negative thoughts? Because that's what you're doing. You're sticking in the SLSs, the formaldehyde, denaturing preservatives. You're sticking that in your head if you're thinking negative, okay? If you're stopping your glory, because if you've stopped doing that, then you're going to actually stop moving forward in your business. So I know, okay, I run, okay? I get up Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock and I run every morning. I want you to start to think, just do it. Okay, it's like Nike, the advert, you know, the running trainers. I don't think too hard about what it is I'm doing. And again, like I said, I just blanket. You know why? Because I know too much self-talk will take me out of the game. Okay, and what would that be for my run in the morning? It's cold now, it's wet, it's dark, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. Or instead, you know what? I don't think. I literally get my shoes on, I literally put my really sexy high visible vest on, and I get out and I run. And before I know it, I'm in the stars. The world is asleep. It's dark. I'm feeling the heartbeat of the universe. I'm at one. I've got endorphins kicking in. I'm listening to a SoundCloud. I'm on my game. I'm alive, guys, and I'm achieving my goal and I'm achieving my aim. And each step I take along the way is one footstep further closer to my achievement. And that's your Arbonne business, okay? So, all right, stop thinking. Just stop overthinking, overcomplicating. Stop that. Just do it. I want you to write on a piece of paper, and I want you to put this on your computer, and it's got to say, is this taking me further away or closer to my goal? Okay, that's your decision. Okay, and you know what? Okay, all of you, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get a rubber band. All right, I haven't got a rubber band. I'm going to pretend this is a rubber band, my bracelet. Sue Cassidy taught me this, okay? Okay, she actually I think she stood on stage. It was AAC, maybe 2009, 2010, not sure, in Birmingham. And she said, okay, so I keto your thoughts. So, all right, now literally, okay, so it's a little bit, it works. Okay, so, all right, this is what happens. You go to a beach, okay? So, all right, so here you are. It's day one. You land in Spain, and you go down to the beach on your own, and you put your towel down, and you lie down, and you hear a noise in the sky, okay? And you literally sit up, and you look up, and there's a plane that's going across the top of the sky, and it's saying, come and eat at Frankie and Benny's, okay? And you go, oh, okay, that's fine. And then you lie back down, and that's it. And off you go. Day two, the same thing happens. You walk down to the beach. You find the same spot because we're humans, so we're creatures of habit, and we put our towel in the same spot, and we lie down, and we look up. No, we don't. We shut our eyes and we hear, and we go, okay, I think I know what that is, but this is only day two, so I'm going to check this out. So instead of sitting all the way up, we prop up on our arms and we look up and we go, yeah, I get that. Okay, yeah. And then we lie back down. Okay, day 3, we hear that we go same beach, same towel, we lie down, and we hear this, and now we're thinking pretty much 98% sure I know what it is. So I'm just going to squint up and look up at the sun. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was, and it's gone. Day 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 days later, after day 4, after day 3, day 4, you don't even hear it because you already presume you know it. What if that was a bad thought? You now don't even recognize your thoughts. You don't even know you're thinking bad thoughts, ugly thoughts, because it's become a habit for you. Now, this is what you do. And I did this, okay? I took this really seriously. Now, I think I'm a really positive person. I don't see things as people say, oh, is that wine glass or whatever, is it half empty or half full? No, it's overflowing. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm good at this, right? I'm pretty much on my game. Anyway, I had an elastic band, so I want all of you to get an elastic band. And what you do is every time you get a bad thought, you literally ping the elastic band out. So you see it coming, you recognize it, and this is hard, by the way, because to monitor every single thought, every single day, every single second of the day, we think 160,000 thoughts a day is quite a big deal. So when you can, monitor this, okay? So be consciously conscious about your thoughts. You ping it out. And I literally was like, pinging, and not even 3 days later, I had a massive bruise on my wrist where I pinged so many negative thoughts out my headspace that I was so shocked, okay? I had work to do on that, and I kept pinging, and then a month later, my rubber band snapped, and I knew I could deal with the negative thoughts. And I mean everything. I mean, even if I look and I see somebody and they look like they've got the worst, I don't know, shoes on in the world or whatever, tatty, and I'm like, and I would normally go, oh my God, look at her. I won't even allow myself to do that anymore. No way. None of that. Absolutely none of that. Okay. I go, no. And I don't even ingest that. It's gone. That's your business. Okay. Pick up the phone. Make everything a Mercedes moment. Make it count. Or a Maltesers moment. I don't care. Whatever you do, those small things add up to the great things. But you have to do them. And you have to get none of this. Okay. Don't even think. It's not there, okay, because it's too much sacrifice. Get bigger than your problems, okay? So I'm just going to now, I'm running out of time and I'm talking way too much, as usual. This is what happens when you have it all planned. I've not even done half of my notes, but I do have a special guest that I'd like to introduce to the call as well. And her name is District Manager Krista Phillips. She is in North Carolina. She has been in our team for over 5 years, has pretty much worked the business on her own. And can we get, Krista, can you unmute yourself to get yourself live on the call, my dear?
I did.
Yes. Okay, I hand it over to the one and only incredible, phenomenal Krista Phillips. Off you go, Krista.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for having me on this call. So just a bit about my background and how long I've been with Fiona. I went to an afternoon presentation that was hosted by another military spouse. I can't exactly remember when it was. I think it was beginning of 2011. And I signed up as a preferred client and I got some products. I knew about Arbonne. I had used some products before, and the first thing I did when I saw Fiona was ask her, are you driving a white Mercedes? And so she kind of like probably had her vision right on me at that time. And throughout the presentation, I kind of piped in and I always say, oh my God, this is an awesome product and this is a great product, and which probably helped other guests to purchase products and become a part of Arbonne. And so I became a preferred client, and I told Fiona as well that this business is in the back of my head, and that probably, got stuck with her as well because she did not let go of me. In March of 2011, I decided to upgrade to consultant because I just completely fell in love with the products. I stopped buying, like we tell everybody, at department stores, and I kind of urbanized my home. So in March of 2011, I upgraded to consultant. At that time, I knew that my time in England was running out, and we did one launch party. Everything was done a little bit different before, and like Fiona mentioned, she was by herself. She just did training as she felt best to do. I know now you do like 3-4 trainings in the first 2 weeks, but back then we did one. And I attended probably about 2 or 3 trainings at Fiona's house. I hosted one at my house myself with Fiona's upline back then, who tried to reinvent probably on how we should do presentations and everything. And that training just completely did not sit with me, because it was more about trying to convince people to buy, or just, it was not well. And we discussed this, Fiona and I, and it did not sit well with neither one of us. So that was pretty much it. And then I had about, I think, 2 preferred clients, a few clients, and we moved to Japan. And so I had to go through a process of getting a permit to actually work the business on base. That took a bit of a, up and down, but I got it done, and just did presentations like based on what my launch looked like. And I think I did pretty good. I did go and become a district manager in February of 2012. Okay, so now it's November of 2016. So I think I probably hold the record for being Fiona's longest district manager. Woohoo! I get an award. And recently I have read a lot of consultants, district managers, especially, that I'm so tired of being a district manager and I want to get away, but I lost my motivation and all. And so here I am, 4 years district manager, and I'm completely tired, and I've been tired for 4 years. But like it was mentioned before, everyone has their own journey, and I have my own as well. I remember telling Fiona, before I even was a consultant, when I still was preferred client, like, look, if I do this business, I'm going to be in 100%. I was a very successful sales consultant. I was probably the best one the company had. And I just thought, okay, I was very successful. I had the most sales. I'm going to just go and do this, and I'm going to be great. But what I learned is the difference is people actually called me, and all I had to do was give them the right quote and get them where they wanted to be. I did not have to find those people. So what I found was, all of a sudden I had this block, like we probably all experience. And so the past 4 years, I've been working my way forward and backwards and forward and backwards. Whenever I sponsored a consultant, I obviously took a step forward. I got this, I do this, and I can do this. And I did sponsor quite a lot of consultants, but I sponsored consultants that didn't really do what I did. They didn't do what I wanted them to do. And, but I just kept going. I kind of went back and asked myself, okay, why did I start this business? I never forgot about that. I always believed in myself, even if I did not really sponsor anybody new, if I didn't go forward, if I didn't meet my district management maintenance. I also had to tell myself, and I still do that, do not compare yourself with others. This is my own journey. And this is especially important when at the end of the month you hear all the promotions, people promoting out to area, promoting out to region, and they have been in the business less time than me. So don't compare yourself to others. And also read books. And one really book that has kind of like helped me. There's many books out there that are great, but what this one here is called Train Your Brain by Dana Wilde. So there is probably books that you kind of find yourself they just click to you, and this is one of the books. It's just I've been reading it probably like 2 or 3 times already. So that is one that helped me, because it really she comes down to a level where she really tells you what to do. She has like exercises and as well. So this is a good book that helped me. And then another book that was a tremendous help to me is The Miracle Morning. I don't work out. I've tried, but I don't work out. But I've been getting up at 5 a.m. every morning, and I do read or I listen. That has helped tremendously as well. And then obviously we all know about the GoPro book. So these are 3 books that have made the biggest impact with me as well. So I kind of had to, obviously when I was in Japan, I was all by myself, and I had Fiona there to guide me, and I just kind of followed Fiona, and I did what Fiona did. And then I know when Danny came along, she did this, you did the napkin presentations. And so you just have to, even if you don't do it, you have to just plug in, even if, how do I say this? Basically, it just made me feel, gave me like a bit of a hope. Like when Danny came out with the napkin presentations, and you just put it down so easy. I'm like, oh my God, I can do this. So that helped me as well, to just grasp a bit of these trainings and just hang on. So don't ever give up. Like I have not given up yet. Then I think I'm finally at a stage where I can actually feel area. I see region. I see the Mercedes, and I just feel happy about this. And before I just kind of had to, it was almost like a lie. I told Fiona so many times, yes, I'm going to go area. Yes, I'm going to go area. I just read a post that I posted a year ago. Okay, I'm $8,000 QE out of going area, but I have half of the month to go. I'm going to do this. That was a year ago, and I'm still a district. But now, I guess just by never giving up, by continuously just reading and listening and doing those coach calls with Fiona, I get, closer to that area. So basically what I'm trying to say is do not ever give up. Even if you have been like me at district for 4 years, go back and find out why you started this business and revisit your whys, or just rewrite your why. And that's what I have been doing. And that's basically my side. So.
Oh my God. Oh, I love you, Krista. I love you. Honestly, thank you, because that was from your heart and we felt that. And I love the fact that you stayed the course no matter what, because in Japan, that was just really challenging for you and I, the fact that we had that big time zone difference. I mean, training was like upside down, and for you having to contact head office in America, what time you calling them at, like 3 a.m. or something?
Yeah, either I think I had to stay up until 11 p.m. or get up at 4 a.m. And they had the military address for AE, which is in Europe. So I never had any issues of shipping. But when I went to Japan, they did not have AP. So whenever I wanted to place an order myself or sign up a client or preferred client, I couldn't do it. I had to call Arbonne, and I think I called them about once a week for about a month and a half, and then they finally put down on their address options every single military address in the Pacific, in Europe, in just anywhere. So it's on there now. Yes, so it was worth it, definitely worth it, and it's still worth it,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now I'm in North Carolina. I'm still what helped here was I was able to plug into a different team. It's almost like a multi-nation team. There is so many different consultants that are just spread out, and we just help one another. So it's
brilliant.
Great. We don't have as many as you, but it's great.
Brilliant.
And I do see area, and I do see region.
Awesome. Thank you. And Krista's doing this at what time is it where you are now? 3 or 4 o'clock?
It's 4:40 p.m.
Yeah. And
so now, actually, it's good. We're behind. But if you have like morning trainings, I'll wake up like early. Like the 27th of November, I'm gonna be probably very sleepy.
And also, just to let you know, to recap, Sarah Lamar said that she said, get yourself an American team because your month end does not stop when the UK 10 p.m. stops, because I have Krista putting the numbers, 6 hours behind us. So it really, really counts to have a team, abroad as well. That helps you. So I'm just going to quickly finish off just to say, your pipeline is what you do now, guys, counts forever. Time is the key and action. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. So strangers are friends you've not made yet. And when you start speaking to somebody, they are as friendly as you are back and probably lonely too. Okay. Always ask to go back. And can I just say one thing? I've always done this in my business. So just, and please don't forget that. Okay. This is fundamental key. I don't often see this. I don't feel it's put out enough in training. So I will say it's all about timing. It's all about lifestyle circumstances. And I'll say, can I call you back in 6 months? And then I'll call them back and I'll joke with them. I'll become their friend and I'll chat to them. And this is how you can help people, with other areas in their life, not just with Arbonne if they're not joining your team just yet. If they may never join your team, but they will bring people to you and they'll never forget the help you've given them, whether it's Arbonne or not. So guess what? Make sure that you stay the best person in your team, because in 3 years' time, and I know that Danny's laughed with me because Kelly Brown, new DM in Stanford, and she's going in Stanford, and it's almost like everyone's heard of Arbonne. Oh yeah, Fiona McCarthy. But one thing I want you to be sure of is when they've heard of that, they don't see it as a bad thing. They see it as a very good thing, that you've not scarred them, that you've not hunted them, that they go, oh yeah, I've heard of that. Oh yeah, I know her. And that's the end of that, because that counts, guys. Stay true to who you are. Never become a hunter, okay? That's somebody who is out there chasing what they want more than anything else, hurting people, like killing them. They never come back. We are the bait. We're the fishermen. People come to us. Guys, just remember, people will stay in your team for you. They love you and you love them, okay? This is not a race, okay? The lottery ticket is the beautiful Daniela Wells, okay? She is 1 in a million, okay? She got region in the year. That is so, that doesn't often happen, okay? Most of us are the pack horse, the race of the tortoise, the tortoise and the hare. I'm a tortoise. Krista's a tortoise. It doesn't matter, okay? Jane Brown.
I'm a snail.
A snail. Jane Brown. Whoever. We are all going forward together. That's what I've got to count and always stay. Just be friends with everybody, okay? And trust the process will work for you. You do have to work, okay? It doesn't matter the length of time, I promise you, okay? That's really important. So just to finish up, always smile. Never mind the little things, okay? Let go and forgive. Get bigger than your problems. Love yourself and believe in the unseen. And you know what? We will all be nation very soon, and all of you will achieve your dreams. And you know what? Whether it takes you 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, it really doesn't matter. Donna Johnson has been in the business for, let me just get this right. She's been in the business now for 20, hold on a minute. I think it's 20, I can't see, 21 years, no, 29 years, 29 years, guys. Thank you, Danny. And her business now turns over $15 million a month, okay? $15 million a month. The 100 of the top earners in Arbonne have been in this business 10 years or less. I've been in the business 9 years. I'm not at the 100 top earners, so what? Okay? Where will I be in 20 years? Where will you be? Okay? So therefore, her number's 14 in Arbonne. If number 13 hadn't quit, they'd be on stage instead of Donna Johnson. Okay, keep going. We love you. Good night, everybody. We've gone way over time. I make no apologies because Krista's brilliant. I'm not blaming you, Krista. I'm brilliant. I'm blaming myself, but I can take responsibility. I don't care. You guys have enjoyed this. We love you so much. And good night. Thank you, Krista. Lots of love.
We'll be passing by, and they'll be wasting time, just waiting for new. And while they're chasing dogs, we'll be dancing in the dark. 'Cause when we come and go,